Yes, so what's going on? We outside, baby. That's outside, bing man. You already know. We on grind season on the porch. You feel me? And you on the porch with iLLzWiLLz and grind season. What's up with the what's up? How y'all
It's,
feeling? Now it's snowing where I'm at. How is it snowing where you at?
man. They said it snowed this morning. But it wasn't like your snow. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, that's real. Hey, listen, I'm gonna keep it funky with you. It's always snowing in my house. Feel me? It's always, it's always snowing in my house. Peace, peace, peace. No, yo, today we got a good show. Yeah, we want to definitely give shout out to all the people that is coming through, showing us love in different ways, from coming onto the platform to just promoting, just showing that, hey, these people are promoting me, so I must be popping. And the fact that they promoted me, they popping too. So we all must be popping, you feel me? So we had definitely this weekend what we just went through was Monty Ray, y'all. Monty Ray from Arkansas, the R&B genius. The first time when I heard the first song, I was like, oh, he's on like Ray J. And I'm happy that I didn't say that. See,
Yeah.
well, I wasn't gonna say that. Like the first time I heard like the first little bit of it, I was like, ah, that sounds like Ray J a little bit. Then I heard another song, and it was a whole different type tempo, type beat, like how it works and everything, like songwriting skills. And then I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, I'm seeing how you sound like yourself, but in certain ways you might see influences, or I might, people naturally want to sound, different ways or whatever. But he takes it there always to that next level that I kind of believe Ray J can. You feel me? Like that's what happened with that versus situation. But
Right.
no, definitely shout out to him and what he got coming out right now with that Star Power, y'all. He doing his
Man.
own right now, own
Yeah.
music, putting it together, and that's what it is, from the muscle to the hustle, and then no, from the struggle to the hustle to the muscle. You feel me? Then you can find somebody you can cuddle. But listen, this is also, we want to give a shout out to Posy Mosley Roddy. Why we want to give a shout out to her for? What is what we giving her a shout out this week for? Because we gave
Bro,
her a shout out last
we gave her a shout out and
week. Right.
she basically reversed the shout out. And so now
Reverse order.
we gotta go way harder than her shot. Like we can't keep like what is God doing? Like he's making us we're not even competing with each other. We're competing the love for each other. You know how crazy that is? Like most people try to hold stuff, but we're reversing it. We're showing you how kingdoms are built. Like we gave her her props and then she turned around and thanked us with a video.
That was real, y'all. Definitely check out
Now you
Kazi
know how we
Maserati.
can return the favor.
What's her Instagram? The whole joint. I should have had that written down too.
Her Instagram is Positive Maserati. Everything is Positive Maserati.
What's Monty Ray's?
Montegray 91,
Okay, but was he born in '91?
maybe, possibly.
Or he got
I
91
was.
kids?
I
He got
was.
90. You
He said
was?
he got 91 kids, but they not problems though.
No, I'm playing. That's what's up. You was born in '91? God damn.
I was born in 91. You was born in
I,
81.
hey, do you even know who Martin Luther King is?
What do you mean? Guess what? My folks was born in Selma. Yeah, I know. I had to walk across that bridge plenty of times.
That's
My
gangster.
my granddaddy and my grandma was beat. I used to walk around the corner from Coretta Scott King's house.
Yo, that's crazy. The closest I get to Martin Luther King is Martin Luther King Day. We just had a Martin Luther King Day at the North Philly Peace Park, matter of fact.
Hey, I grew up where all the history is.
That's why. Oh, okay, that's why you're so enlightened. I appreciate that.
Like
But
the Jubilees in March. It's the festival where we go. Vendors, you're a poet. I mean, we might be making our way. We're making our way to something. My mom's trying to work on something. We can't talk too much because we're live. But the Jubilee is basically everything that they went through recapped. But of course, that people turn it into more than what it is and market
Greek
stuff.
fest. That sounds like a Greek fest to me, like a mocha, like
The
a mocha.
Jubilees, the Black History, like the walk, the bloody Sunday.
No, what's that? The Bloody
Oh
Sunday.
my!
I don't.
Hold on,
I think,
we finna bring it to the screen, okay?
okay. Bloody Sunday. I'm over here talking about, do you know your history? And I don't even know what a Bloody Sunday is. I know they told me about Bloody Mary. You feel me? Bloody margaritas. I told you my son, he look up Black Panther. He see the man with a cat suit on. He's trying to scratch people. He don't see people with leather jackets on and rifles and afros and feeding kids, protecting their
All right.
neighborhood. That's the real Nelson Mandela effect. Google and Wikipedia and anyway, what's this? Salem Montgomery marches. So it's really not like a party or nothing like that. It's just really like a tribute type joint, ritual type thing.
No, you don't know what Bloody Sunday is?
No, I don't.
Oh
Hopefully when you
man.
start talking, I will. Hopefully when you start talking, it'll remind. I'll remember actually after watching it. I was definitely deep into a lot of that history when I first got out the military. So, but coming up to me, it's like just like with the Lake Lanier and all that. Like somebody said something about that the other day. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, well, all the people. I'm like, oh yeah, I do know. Like, you know what I mean?
All
And
right.
that's why we have to tell these stories so that way we can remember these stories. You feel
Right.
me?
Right. Okay, so I'm finna put you on with, let's see.
Get your dough. Ain't nothing with the little bimbo. I don't be messing with no bimbos. I got mad at this little bow. Yo, today is a good day. You know what we doing today too? We are about to make we got some grow kits, y'all. All we need is lukewarm water, 2 cups of it. And I have a kettle over here with hot water, and I got 2 cups of some cold water. And all that you have to do, everybody, while he's getting that, we about to put this in here. Boom. That's one mallet, right? The seeds not here yet. What happens? The seeds are inside this bag. The seeds are in the bag. What I have to do is first, I have to get a cup of water. So let's get the hot water first. All right, because you need 2.5 cups. So we get the hot water. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. All the way up. Fill it all the way up. Got that filled.
Across the South, suppression
All
tactics
right.
like literacy tests and poll
Are you ready?
taxes are
Yeah.
widely used to prevent black citizens from voting. In Selma, local activists have been fighting these illegal measures. In 1965, the national movement joined their fight.
It was a city, about 36,000 people at the time I was growing up. It was a city that was dominated by the white power structure. It was a city where black people had no rights. This was a vicious, violent system against people of African descent. You could die trying to register to vote.
And in Birmingham, Sheriff Jim Clark prohibiting the public assembly of groups larger than 3 people.
Every time we marched, there was a possibility that we would never see our mama again.
I think a lot of us fear for safety. Place the fear of safety in the midst of the practice of oppression.
Hold on.
You don't have much choice.
Local activist Amelia Boynton has been leading
string voters since 1932.
I don't know
And
what
she's
happened.
one of
Hold
the
on.
unsung
Okay.
heroes of this movement. It was at her request that we came to Selma. The churches that tried to have voter registration meet. I mean, he had literally created a police state.
This courthouse does not belong to Sheriff Clark. This courthouse belongs to the people of Dallas County, and these are the people of Dallas County, and they have come to register. You must realize that this is a national issue. It's not a Selma issue. It's
Tried to have voter registration meetings. Jim Clark wouldn't let anybody in. And he had literally created a police state.
This courthouse does not belong to Sheriff Clark. This courthouse belongs to the people of Dallas County, and these are the people of Dallas County, and they have come to register. You must realize that this is a national issue. It's not a Selma issue. It's not an Alabama issue. This is a national issue.
the SCLC intends
We thought they were going to be arrested, but instead, Sheriff Clark rode through the crowd on horseback, beating people.
John
You looking like this video maker banger.
on our knees
What you
and
got to
pray.
say?
And as we was praying, that's
I
when
think
you
it's like
heard
Talk.
the gas caps open.
Play some.
And when you heard them open up and you open your eyes,
Huh?
opening up with that white
Huh?
gas all around you. Then they said, y'all got to get out of here. A couple of people was hurt. Some people went directly to the hospital.
Selma organizer Amelia Boynton is among those brutally beaten on the bridge, knocked unconscious by a billy club.
We thought she was dead. The reason we thought she was dead because they put her on a hearse and take her to the hospital.
CBS interrupted the showing of Judgment at Nuremberg on that Sunday night to show those peaceful protesters being beaten on that bridge. It woke up many parts of America that had turned away from fully understanding what the fight for equal rights was really all about.
so that's real.
Now you have an idea?
Hmm? Oh yes, yes. No, I got it. You know what? That's a couple crazy things about that. Like, you know how in the military or like your parents might look at you and be like, y'all look like y'all up to no good or look like y'all a gang. You feel me? Or how like in order to get into a gang, what you gotta do is it's like a soul train line filled with people and you know, they beat you up. You feel me? Like the kangaroo line is what it's called. That's kind of what that was like for us to get integrated, integrated, to be able to vote and all that, we had to get beat up type time. You feel me? To join the gang, the workforce.
You know what's so crazy? They took us out of slavery physically, but they didn't. We never left slavery mentally, but we're here to change it.
Real rap. That is real like Holyfield. Real
You know,
like
sometimes,
Holyfield.
hey, you know, sometimes when we be talking and we be going at it, and you be trying to do it your way, cause you like, yo, I already try to do it the right way. Listen to me. That's what I'm saying. I always think like, man, he sound like Malcolm X, and I sound like Rosa Parks.
Right.
Like, but the new age, and I say this lightly, but like literally, like me and you have like the only reason we are here is because we have the same purpose. It might be a different site, but we have the same purpose, and it's to like just wake up and be nice to people for a start.
Yeah. For
Like
a start,
why is that so hard?
I'll do it for a start, but I ain't gonna finish.
Right. And we
I,
gonna finish it. And we definitely gonna finish it. Shout out to iLLzWiLLz, y'all, my co-host. Actually, this show is his, so it should be the other way around. Let's talk about it Tuesdays. So let's talk about whatever it is that he has in store. We have been in here for 15 minutes. Welcome to the kingdom building process, leaving dinner tables. What you got going on over there?
right now we are turning soil. We're about to make some oh snap, they said hook it look do it 80% up. Okay. And then put the rest on top. So what we're doing is we have some flower growing kits that we got from the dollar store, everybody. So we received these from the dollar store. Wait, I have one. It's supposed to be I opened it already. But these are grow kits. They come from the dollar store and they come with little packets like such. And then what you do is you put them inside water and then they end up becoming all of this. See how big that went from this small little thing, to now even this turning into this is filled up, this pot, and I still got mad dirt in here. So with this in here, we're gonna end up making us, I don't know what else. We're gonna see what I'm. And then what they do is we let that sit overnight. Oh wait, do I let it sit in the water overnight? That would be way too much. It already soaked up all that water. Oh my god, this is crazy. Let me make sure that I'm following the rules.
Yeah, make sure you're following the rules.
All right, so the rules say fill up separate bucket or pot with 2.5 cups of water, of lukewarm water. Place the pellet and stir until it is fully expanded. Did that. Once water has been completely absorbed, you can loosen the premium grow mix with a fork. I got my fork. For best results, leave it overnight for complete absorption. All right, so I'm gonna leave it in there for complete absorption. But I already put my 2.5 cups. It looks like I want to put more water in there, but I'm not. You feel me? Then it says, do not need access to sunlight in order to germinate. These seeds are slow germinators and may take up to 4 weeks to sprout, which is about the time when I do want to start getting them to sprout, putting them in the sun, then start taking them outside to the North Philly Pea Park in like 2 months. So 4 weeks, it makes sense to me. I'm liking it. Place the planter in a warm spot. Okay, the crib is warm. Keep the grow mix moist. Best if spraying. I got my spray. I got a little water spray, so I'm gonna use this spray to actually, right, when I need to water it. And then so use this. Then said growing tips. It is important to feed your plant with your seedlings when your seedlings reach 2 to 3 inches, right? So once it starts sprouting, then use a standard fertilizer. So now I'm gonna have to go find this fertilizer. But I have like, if it's say 4 weeks for it to sprout, then that's like, that end up gonna be 6-7 weeks by the time I get to that. I'm thinking, I don't know, 2 inches. Yeah, I'm thinking that's gonna be like 6 weeks, 6-7 weeks before I need the fertilizer. So I'll get the fertilizer though, and follow the instructions on the fertilizer package. Give water regularly, but please do not overwater. Do not move your plant outside until after the last frost. You feel me? So that's good that we doing it now. 4 months, 5 months. But that's for the strawberries that I'm doing. I'm doing strawberries, parsley, and I think I must have dropped my other one. Oh no, that's the strawberry one. Anyway, this is the parsley right here. It's parsley. If y'all haven't. And then, but we're about to do strawberries tomorrow. But anyway.
So can you do this? Okay. The people have a question. So can you do this? I'm sure they have a question. Can you do this indoors or outdoor? Like, is this?
This is indoor. So what I'm doing is I'm starting my plants now. I'm starting my plants indoor because like that's what I'm supposed to do. That's how. No, because I thought that thing was about to fall.
Excuse me, sir. That's what I'm supposed to do.
No, real rap, because because you heard what it said. It said that, okay, so imagine if I started after the frost is probably gonna be March. You feel me? February, March sometime, right? So let's just say that it's March. So March, that's when we go out and plant. It said that it's gonna take 4 weeks. Now if it's outside, then it'll probably take 2 weeks, but still. Or I can go out there with a plant that's already like 6 inches tall, already got buds and stuff, and then plant that into the ground. And then in those next 2 weeks, it just starts sprouting. So when people start coming to it, they start seeing, wow, yeah, it's already stuff growing. That's what it looks like. But then they also, at that time, there's other things for us to plant that we can't plant so early. So like we have a plant soon as the frost is over, right? That's outside. But inside, we start now, like January, February. And then, or if we got a greenhouse, then we can start, all year round. But right now, we just trying to do it easy. Then we have another time, June. Another thing something else that we're gonna do in July, and then something else that we plant in August. You feel me? And then August is pretty much the last one, and then the August one we end up harvesting in November, and everything else that's left, you still harvest it all in November, and then have a nice big um fast on Thanksgiving Day, and then bust some grubs, have a table to the kitchen on the next day on Black Friday. Feel me?
Yo, hey, yesterday you had a busy day, but like I like what you did yesterday. Let's talk about how you housed an event yesterday.
Yeah, yo, it was the greatest in the world. I didn't listen. I ain't gonna do it, but you know, them deltas came through, y'all. Y'all know
Yeah,
ain't. But let me
them-
watch my. Oh gosh, I gotta watch my hands. But I was saying with that. Oh no, I'm just not gonna.
you got your video on. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you said were you gonna show us or what?
Oh no, no, I'm not gonna show you. I was saying I need to go wash my hands because I was playing with that dirt. But no, but the thing is, yeah, we had the Delta Sigma Theta, Theta, like with a TH, like you gotta like know how to like.
You gotta say it.
But they red, crimson red. You feel me? 1913. You feel me? And that's how it goes. It started with like 22 women that broke away from the I want to say AKA. Now I don't want to say that, but they broke away from their other one that they was a part of because they felt like something was being unjust. So they started that one, and now they're the biggest black sorority, or maybe the whole sorority. You know, of course,
Yeah,
and going down. And they came to the North Philly Peace Park to do service because that's like one of their mottos, to do community service. So they definitely came down and
speaking
did community service.
yeah, speaking of community service, it's what you do for the people. So
What do you say?
Tell the boy Tommy I said what it do.
Yes, sir. In the meanwhile,
It's the boy TJ, original Peace Park founder from 2000. What's that, 9?
wow.
Back when I was a real little kid. Over there in front of them buildings, we came over here as they're trying to shut us down, fucking up our business, destroying the little house we built over there, being real wicked. But it's cool. We still fighting, we still thriving, we still growing.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. TJ coming through. Listen, that's right. It was a lot, and they made it a lot more, y'all. I told y'all I wasn't the first one. This brother right here, one of the first ones. When I got here, we was already at this place already, and I just heard the stories about all of the brave people that when the cops came and said that it was going to be trespassing, that they was going to get in trouble, and these people still stayed. And now look,
They really, like, the cops really fucked up the whole drone we had over there. We built the whole greenhouse and everything. We had it all set up. We got it built. We was left for the winter, let the snow fall. Came back and that shit was gone.
but
We
look,
start all over from scratch. It was wild.
that's crazy. And that's
It took us a while to get this one right here. I'm not gonna lie. When we got this lot, I was happy.
Thank you. And yeah, we doing a whole lot. Stay blessed like the rest, good brother.
You too, my guy. You too, my guy.
You too, my guy. You too, my guy.
you too, my guy. You too, my guy. What you want to tell the people that came
Yes,
here?
it's iLLzWiLLz, and that's ill will with two Z's, and it's spelled iLLzWiLLz. I'm what you would call the North Philly Peace Park poet. Now, if you were to come down to the North Philly Peace Park, you might hear a poem like such: We are platforms, we are platforms, foundations, we are motherboards, lights, just not in that form. And for whatever reasons, we are backborn. What are we white or black for? Or whatever you are, what are you that for? Sure. Whatever you are, you probably asked for. So if you were smart, you would relax more. It's not hard, just relax more. Yo, today I want to talk about fasting though, for real, because that's what we're gonna do. I want to go through this fasting. We was gonna talk about the 5 reasons to stay single, but I did that like a little video on that, so y'all can check that on my other stuff. But right now, find ways to make more money. The same energy you use to save money, you can make money. What's the worst that can happen? But that's something else right there. If you have a business, it's like taxes. Use write-offs. A business makes money, spends money. Taxes, okay, they let
Bro,
you make money. Oh yeah, you give the taxes, then you make money, huh?
I thought you wanted to talk to the people about fasting.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. My fault. But I got caught up in
You
systems.
can't tell people everything that you have in store. You reading out all the good stuff.
That's the old one. All right, let me see. All right, here we go. We're just gonna do it right here. Revenge prank. Ex-girlfriend orders a bed. Oh my god. All right, but anyway, so if you don't like the way that your life is designed, then change your actions and/or change your mind. Because complaining is a waste of time. What is the point of chasing happiness? It's not going to happen if you are not happy inside. And in the meanwhile, for those that push others backs up against the wall, expect them to start swinging. And if you're backed up against the wall, you'll stay there if all you're doing is singing and praying. You see, when I'm backed up against the wall, I know I won't be there for long. There was no reason to, even say this. But when I'm backed up against the wall, I start thinking of other options. And if it's not, then I start swinging. And I just realized that that was not even the right book. It all
What you wanna
All right, let's go. I'm ready now. Cause listen, since I didn't have a right script, I just went for with whatever script, you feel me? But no, anyway.
I got an idea.
But I'm ready now.
Oh, I'm listening.
Yeah. Okay. Fasting 22 to me. Oh my God, where do we even start? All right, this is where we start at. Ask them kids. No, right here. Okay, so fasting 22. All right, so now let's go on the 22nd to the 28th, right? Brother KT the Arch degree, right? And this is actually going to be like a little summary of what was going on, and when he was in Brother Rich Live, but it's from the 22nd to the 28th. My birthday is on the 28th, right? So what's going to happen is, right now I'm fasting, but I'm probably going to stop on Friday or something.
28th.
Yeah, my birthday on 28th, so I'm gonna stop Friday and then chill, do my thing, probably still intermittent fast, but on the 22nd I'm gonna just start a vegetable and fruit fast. So, and then it's still gonna be intermittent, where I'll only eat once a day, or maybe a smoothie. Drink some water in the morning, smoothie around 10. You feel me? Because I wake up like 6 o'clock. So around 10 o'clock, drink a smoothie, and then around 2 o'clock eat a nice big meal. But this time it's not going to be like fish, nothing. It's only going to be vegetables and fruit. And then just boom, do that for those days from the 22nd to the 28th. And then after that, probably I can go back. I can go back to eating some fish and all that. Boom, boom, for like a week, and then just go back to and about just intermittent fasting. But so now we just gonna talk about the different things, like things when you get off your fast. Sea moss and honey and different things like that while you're on your fast. So everybody fasts, right? That's what breakfast is. You wake up in the morning because you're not
fasting. Okay, I see where you're going. I got you.
Because you break your fast in the morning, right? So that's what breakfast is. So it's really like mind over matter, or mind over what doesn't matter. Because we was taught that we need these things. They give us different ways for us to eat and stuff like that. But people, period, if they don't need to use that energy, they not. Like when we said before, somebody living in the cold, they need a refrigerator. Somebody living in a warm, don't. They over here in the cold, they might, because they might need to hunt. Over here every day. Over there, they might not need to hunt every day because they have different fruits, vegetables, things like that. And so that's how that goes. And then mind over matter. A lot of people don't have to tell anyone or express it to anyone. So so when you go fast, you don't have to tell nobody. You don't have to. Right. Or you can express it to everyone. Like it's up to you. This is your body. This is you telling your body that you.
It's crazy because my family didn't even know. Like they're just like watch TV or something. But I'm like, I told them but first of all, this is the first time I've actually stuck to my word. This is the first. This is the year. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, this is the first time I've actually done what I'm supposed to do for the first 48 hours. Because because it has a purpose. You know what I'm saying? I understand the sacrifice. I was just growing up told that I was supposed to fast, but no, like they called me. My mom was like, turn the TV on or something. I said, oh man, I sure would love to watch the game. The Eagles was playing last night. TV was off at 8 o'clock, but I was just like, I'm fasting. I can't. But that's all. Everything else I've given up. But it's crazy because my fast was beer and everything else that I've already. You hear what I'm saying? That's
Right.
why sometimes I go into this like I'm in my room by myself, like on the porch, just thinking, just like eliminating everything, like you said, and I can't explain it to everybody at that point in time what I'm doing. So it's not like I'm acting funny to people that I talk to every day. It's just like, let me, you know. And so when you go into modes and I call you, sometimes I'm like, hey, are you busy or are you doing this today? Because I know that sometimes you might not be able to explain what position, but I just, hey, you know what I'm saying? Just reaching out to let you know I support whatever your decision is, because I understand people need their space, and people don't understand space is not selfish. It's self-care, because you're trying to understand what it is that you need to do within the next move before you explode or before you get to that point where you don't care. I don't know. That's how I feel for me. What is your take?
No, I definitely that is definitely a point. I'm feeling that, like, you do gotta sacrifice. And actually discipline is sacrifice. And actually when it comes to fasting, that's like a meditation. Like, you can start anything when it's a new moon, or and then when it's the full moon is when you can be done with it. You feel me? So changing anything at that time. So a lot of people, that's when they do their intermittent fasting. That's when they do their thinking, and they start their businesses. That's when they start they elixirs and stuff like that. You know how you make your cucumbers and all that with the pickles in it, and just different things like that. And you want to freezer all your food, bulk freezers and all that, bulk freezer and all whatever, Meal Planet. The full moon or the new moon is when you want to do that. You want to do that, like, going to astrology, because, like, I'm thinking, like, if you got the sun and the moon is what keeps us to survive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we both those abilities inside of us. But, like, if the moon wasn't, like, 'cause the moon, it does the water, right? It attracts water, it controls the water, and we're like, what, 80% water. So don't that mean that, like, without we're controlled by the moon as well? So we do have to pay attention to Mother or Father Moon, however you want to say it. And the same thing with the sun. It would be a lot of different type of diseases going on out there, and not a lot of things growing. You feel me? A lot of just dark dwelling things. You feel me? A world without a sun, that seemed like a hell. You feel me? But people get used to it and start having fun, because that's what they do.
Right.
You feel me? Like, the thing about humans, like, if we don't know, then we won't grow at the same time. If we don't think, then we're going straight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you feel me? Like, you're not learning something new, changing different things up, meeting people new, doing different things, then you're just gonna stay where you at.
Right.
You might like where you at, and that's okay. That's on you. That's cool with you.
Right. You might like where you at, and that's okay. That's on you, but you're not gonna drag me.
Right. And don't be just sitting there and then mad, like, man, I can't do that. No, you just sitting there. Like, you're not really, you mad because you're not doing nothing, but you're not doing nothing. Feel me?
Newsflash.
Like, so fasting is kind of like a sacrifice, where you sacrifice, and it is selfless, because you sacrificing and you eating for you're doing that so that way yourself, because there's things called like apotrophy, right, or something like that, where your body starts to, if it don't have no food to eat, then it's like, okay, so now what do? We do gotta go to work, right? But then it looks for bad things in your cells, bad, imperfections, and starts getting rid of those. The same way that it would break down your food, it starts breaking those down. You feel me? Then you start getting ketones, which is like, at first you running off of sugar. We just run off sugar every day. We run off sugar, but once your body don't have no more new sugar coming in, right? It just starts like, okay, so now what we gonna get energy from? Oh, ketones. Let's go. We're gonna get it from this fat that we got stored and all that's going on. The other things that's just sitting here, that's not doing nothing, that been waiting to go to work. So then that way everything, you know what I mean? So you got it, but of course you might feel kind of crazy in the beginning and stuff like that. But there's ways against it. The hunger pains is called ghrelin, like your stomach growling, right? But I use some no, not apple cider vinegar, but I use seltzer water to help blow my stomach up, make me feel a little better, get rid of that ghrelin, get rid of the hunger pains. Green tea. I drink like a black coffee, one black coffee a day, like around 2 o'clock. You know what I mean? It's a green tea right here. I'm gonna take that before I go in.
No
And
more
just,
canned food.
yeah, no more cans. Well, no, there are some canned beans that I do mess with, but no, I definitely got a whole bag full of stuff that I'm about to take. I was gonna take no Philly Peace first, but definitely shout out to
That's what
the
I was
state
saying.
Delta. They I'm gonna take it to down the street because the Delta's filled up our stuff. So instead of
Yo,
me
shout
coming,
out to you for what you do at the North Philly Peace Park. I can't wait to get there and experience it all.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I had
Um,
some people at Coco come there to the Peace Park before. I think
and then I'm gonna like bring whatever I can to it and keep it going when I get there. Like this is an additional, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to build something like where like I can be there even when I'm not there, but you're there. Like moderate how we do everything here. It's basically like I want to
just leave an imprint and
right,
keep it moving. I got you. No, we gonna figure it out.
and I got something to give more than just you know what I'm saying. Like kid, like what we're doing, what we're doing. Kids will never have to worry about clothes, food, technology, how to. So we're there. Yeah, we're there. Listen, real quick, we're gonna get into 5 benefits of fasting. With Dr. Miles Monroe. Are you cool with that? It's like a
Yep.
okay, okay, all right.
Would have rather KT the arts degree, but I don't know. But I like him too though. He good.
Hey, we can after this. It's just real. I found this while I was playing around. I'm just trying to get better with the.
I'm messing with
Hey, but listen, the I follow those the KT Arts degree on Instagram and TikTok, even though they're not like official pages, I think, but they're tuned in to what we were saying on the last video. By the way, I forgot to tell you.
yo. That's me.
The effects of fasting, real quick. Fasting changes us. It doesn't change God.
What in the world? Is that the end? Because we God, so we do change God. What are you talking about? It changed gods and goddesses.
Very important to understand this.
That shit piffly though.
When I began to study fasting and began to fast as a lifestyle, I was incredibly shocked at what I discovered in fasting. Not just from what I read and researched, but in my own experience with it. Fasting is like having a pipe in your house hooked up to a big tank of water. And this pipe has not been cleaned for a long time. So it has built up grit on the inside, and it keeps getting smaller and smaller to the point where there's just a little hole. Everything else is clogged up with rust and dirt and muck. The pipe is big, but the hole is small because it's all messed up with gunk. The amount of water in the tank is still the amount. But what you receive through your pipe is regulated by the size of your clogged up pipe. And if you're not careful, you can actually close that hole up completely. I wonder if there are people in here who are suffering from spiritual clogs. God says, look, I want to use you to reach the world through you. I want to solve that problem in your house through you. I want to solve that problem in your family through you. Solve that problem in your community through you. I want to solve that problem in your country through. But I can't get
Told
through
you.
you.
Because you clogged up.
Fasting is a Drano. Fasting is where you stop clogging and begin to allow purity to eat away the gunk so that your capacity comes back to it. So that the force of God's power becomes so strong that when you turn your pipe on, it's changed. That's what fasting does. Increase God. You walk up to a guy filled with demons and you clogged up. You start praying in the name of Jesus. Come out. Oh Lord, the demon says, little drops coming through you. That's what happened to the disciples when they prayed for that demon-possessed boy. They were saved. They loved Jesus. They were with him, his disciples. But the demon says, we ain't coming out because the force it takes to get us out ain't coming through you. You eat too much. You watch TV too much. You on the internet too long. How can you cast us out? You on Facebook every single minute. You ain't got no power. And Jesus walked down the mountain and says, what's going on here? And the people were all in the village upset. And Christ says, what happened? And a man came and said, Lord, I brought my little boy to your disciples, and he's filled with a demon. And they could not cast him out, he said. Jesus Christ did not speak to the man or the boy first. He turned to his disciples first. And he asked them a question. How long must I be with you? In other words, I've been showing you what you should be doing.
But you ain't
You're
been
trying
doing
to do what I do without doing what I do.
Right.
You think praying for the sick is because I can pray for the sick. He says, I dealt with that when I was fasting last week. My capacity is wider than yours. And then he said, bring the boy to me. And he just spoke. Out. Blown out. We know the story. At lunch that day, everybody was quiet, eating their nuts and dates. And then someone built up the courage and said to Jesus, Master, you know that incident this morning? Yeah.
You're trying to fulfill something in your life and you give up something. So the advice I would give people is that, you know, the mere fact that you go through that kind of state of alarm lets you know it's something you should try and you should embrace, because it's no different than any other thing that you have to challenge yourself with in life.
Indeed.
Fasting, I say, think of the term fasten. You know, when somebody fastens something, it's like you holding something down, you tightening it so that something can be transported, something can be carried, things don't spill over or fall over. It's kind of contained and it's controlled. And when you're dealing with your lifestyle being out of control, you might not be able to juggle, carry, or hold everything. You want to fasten that thing down. You could do that through fasting. because it's a psychological process that you're going through where you're essentially making a pledge, because etymologically you'll find that in the root word of fasting that it means to confirm and to pledge. You're making a pledge to yourself. You know what I mean? That you are going to abstain or give up something that is near and dear or valuable to you, which is such as you consuming and eating things, whether it's comfort food or whatever type of meal you decide to give up. You know, so it's a covenant, you know. And when you think about sacrifice, you know, that's another thing we're talking about ancient. When you think about sacrifices and sacrificing in ancient times, why were things sacrificed? You know, why was it hearts? Why was it people? Why was it animals? Why was it all these things? Because it has to be something that is dear to you. It has to be something that is close. And we all know how dear food is. Like it's a culture. We eat all day, every day, nonstop. So if you're trying to do something in your life, you're trying to fulfill something in your life, and you need that energy, you need that extra push. One way to get that motivation going inside yourself is to give something up. And in doing so, when you overcome that, you'll develop this power and this strength.
Indeed. Yeah, shout out to everybody who already sent a cash app, just to let people know. I didn't think I would have to say this so soon, but no dollar. Don't send a dollar fast.
They don't even know what's coming for them. I got a few things I'm gonna be debuting there for them, because I'm gonna be on top of the mountain. It's like, hey, I'm on top of the mountain. I gotta do something special.
Somebody said, can you please restate the dates of the fast? We're starting on the 22nd.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that Aquarian age in.
And once again, family, make sure you leave your email. If you see somebody y'all sending, if you don't leave your email,
all day, every day, putting them in and sometimes uric acid, cortisol, and all these chemicals that are normally damaging.
Right.
Once you're done and you actually rest and recover, the body rebuilds itself stronger, so that if it's ever in that situation again, it's prepared. So in fasting, the same thing happens. You're stressing your body. You're putting your body through a state of hunger. So putting your body in uncomfortable states is actually healthy for us, because as human beings, based on our environment and how we're supposed to go through life, we're supposed to go through uncomfortable situations.
Right.
If we live in a soft life, comfortable, convenient life, then we're going to look like jelly people on Wally in the Axiom out of space. You know what I'm saying? So why did the Mordecai, why did the Navi have the densest, strongest bone in Avatar? Because them people were active all day, every day, putting themselves through uncomfortable situations. And we have to do the same thing. And some uncomfortable situations would be the cold. You know what I mean? Cold shower. You know what I mean? Being outside, you know, when it's cold and you only got a t-shirt on or your shirt off or something like that. You know, it could be doing a plank for 3-4 minutes, you know, until everything is shaking and you feel like you about to snap. Right. You know what I mean? It might be trying to test your ambidextrous abilities, and you start writing with your left hand, you know, learning a new language, you're exercising other areas of the brain. All of these situations of discomfort will actually put you in a stronger position as time moves forward. So that's essentially part of what fasting is going to give you.
Indeed. KT, I want to talk to you about fasting and spirituality. And you know, it's talked about a lot of people, when they want to manifest something, KT, they fast. And as a result of, you know, when people think fasting, they just think you're losing weight. But people are actually using fasting as a tool to manifest things into their life. So the most recent example, let's use pop culture. Glorilla said her and her homegirls, she had a hit song last year. I forgot the name of it. But her and her homegirls decided to do a fast. They was like, yo, we're going to do a fast and we're going to try to get on. And if this don't work, then we just going to quit. She said after she did the fast, that's when her song blew up. What was the name of her song, y'all? Last year, that female artist Glorilla, She had a breakout song last year, but she did a fast and it worked. And there's countless examples of people who did a fast and then something they wanted came into their life. What's the deal behind that, KT?
Well, we live in a holographic reality.
Mm-hmm.
And holograms are actually based on light. You know what I mean? A lot of
that's the name of it. I'm sorry, FNF. Yeah,
FNF. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of holograms, period, are based on light. They're based on lasers. So when you're getting into a holographic reality, you're dealing with a reality in which you're able to construct reality out of light.
Right.
Now, how are you able to do this construction? You know what I mean? Where within you do you have the control mechanisms in order to engineer this? Well, if you are abstaining from eating food, then what you're going to do is you're going to open up your light body. When we deal with our cells have melanin. Melanin's in our skin, melanin's in our hair. Melanin is able to absorb all of the frequencies of the electromagnetic spectrum from radio all the way up to gamma. It's able to deal with all frequencies of light. Melanin comes from endosomes, the same as lysosomes come from. Lysosomes are the organelles that deal with digestion, the digestion of food and waste products in the cell. Well, if the lysosome and the melanosome are both generated from the endosome, then you can liken that, as I mentioned before, to the tree of life and the tree of good and evil. In that if you decide to eat from the tree, if you decide to consume food, then your body is going to be within the realm and the reality of matter and time and entropy and the consumption and breaking down of that food. However, if you deal with the tree of life, hence the melanosome, which is able to process all frequencies of the electromagnetic spectrum, then what you're choosing is to deal with light. So now you're dealing with your light body. And in dealing with your light body, when you start to think about certain things, you'll bring them close to you. I'm going to give this gem to y'all tonight. Do y'all know what's faster than the speed of light?
Talk to us, KT. What? Speed of thought?
There you go. The speed of thought. So once you inside your light body and you are generating your light self, then now you can deal with that speed of thought that you have and start to bring things into what is it called when you manifest something? They say bring it into
fruition.
Oh, what the
fruition?
Wait a minute. I'll be here all night, y'all.
Oh shit! Ain't that a hell of a name? Don't count some real shit. Ain't that a hell of a name?
I'm just saying, bro.
Yo, man, fruition. I never even thought about it like that, bro. You just
come on, man.
Oh man. Let me ask you this, KT. Do you ever consider when you're fasting the moon phases, full moon, new moon? Does that, they say the moon affects the water, the tides, and we're 87% water or whatever. Do you ever take that in consideration, my brother?
Well, the moon deals with so we got to remember that we live in a conjugated reality. Okay, and what does that mean? I've even said it, we live in a world of duality, but it's not really duality, because duality means two, and it's not really two, it's one. Man and woman is one. We see that with child. We see that with creator. We see that with God. Even with yin yang, even though there's a black swirl and a white swirl, there's a black dot and white swirl, and there's a white dot and black swirl. So there's conjugated relationships with inside the reality that we have. And we see this with the torus and the hyperboloid. We see this with dielectricity and magnetism. We see this with male and female. We see this with all of these things that relate. But most of all, we see it every day with the sun and the moon, or the day and the night. So the sun represents more of the conscious mind, the active mind, the mind that is engaged right now as we're doing this show. But then we also have the subconscious mind that's picking up subtleties, and that will be very active when everybody goes to sleep at night. And that's what the moon represents. So our moon goes through phases. just like our thought and our mind state goes through phases, just as a woman's body goes through its phases, and those phases can get utilized in regards to, you know, what you decide to do in regards to your plan. So if you're trying to fast, then I would say you fast on a new moon. You know what I'm saying? Because the new moon represents new things. This is when you plant seeds. You know, you never mow a lawn, get a haircut, or do surgery during a full moon. If you do those things, that hair's growing back the next day, that grass growing right back, and there's gonna be a lot of blood in that surgery. I don't know, people talk about KT. What you talk about, man? You do herbs, you don't do surgery. Get in a car accident and try and slap a herb on it. No, it don't work like that, baby. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to trauma, yes, surgery and all that stuff, that's what it works. It's the chronic conditions where the problem is. That's where the herbs are able to step in and do great work. But yeah, starting a fast on the new moon would be very powerful, you know, and very effective. And then ending it on a full moon would be very effective. You see, because you've accomplished something. You know, the full moon is out, is bright, it's reflecting, you know, and it's going to kind of bring things into full bloom, you know, so to speak. Yeah. So, and it's interesting you mentioned that, because when you make tinctures, you know, similar to
So what yeah, speak on because you remember when you talk, like when I was going through the phase, and I wasn't used to being in the house, but I had to be in the house when I fell off the porch at work, and you was like, yeah, he was like, yo, it's probably it's about 12 o'clock there, and then you made a statement, but it didn't like dawn on me until after like I started paying attention. You feel what I'm saying? You were like, when you wake up in the morning, go outside or something. You said something about that. You was like, yeah, that's why you got to go outside. You was like, because you're used to being outside. That's what's wrong with you. And I'm like,
Right.
what
You
is he
used to
talking
waking up
about?
early before the sun even come up. You being outside.
Yeah. And I'm
Now,
like, what is he talking about? Yeah. So yeah, go like, yeah. So explain what you were trying to get me to see when you said that. When you were like, you got like, yeah. So because he spoke on that. He spoke on that. Yeah.
yeah. So basically, it's like, first of all, number one, it's a routine. No, the number one thing is I would tell anybody that, because that's when that's the best time. Get up like when the sun come up. You feel me? Right before the sun come up. And but the other thing that I was saying with you is, since that was already your routine, you know, by the time if you waking up around 8 o'clock, even 10 o'clock, you know, usually by 10 o'clock, you be done did all of this stuff. Think I used to be in the military, like, yo, it's 8 o'clock. We woke up at 5 o'clock. We worked out for an hour. Then we all went, changed over, took showers. Then we had a little 15-minute talk. Then we ran and went to eat. Then we went and had to piss. And it's only 8 o'clock. You feel me? I be like, I done did everything more this. I done did more stuff than anybody can do, than people do all day, and I done did it in the morning. And then the rest of the day. So like, that's what it was. It's just like, because if you get up at that time, you want to end up that idle mind being bored. See, it's good being bored and you up and the day just starting. You feel me? If you feeling bored and the day done started already, you might think of something that is too late for. You feel me? Like, oh damn, I can't even do that. It's too. Oh man, I can't even go to Wendy's and get breakfast. You know what I mean? Like, that might be somebody thing. Like, that might be their motivation. Oh yeah, let me go get. Oh wait a minute, it's already 10:30. By the time I get there, they ain't gonna have no breakfast. So I'm gonna just chill now. Like, whereas if it's like early in the morning, like, what I'm gonna do? Oh, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna just go to Wendy's and get breakfast. You feel me? Boom, clean up stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Then go get your food. I'm gonna go to get my Dunkin' Donuts coffee and shit. Like, you feel me? But that's
But
like time.
now I just make coffee in the house and kind of like listen to a motivation video, of course, and then I end up like it's not like now that I'm fasting, it's like even though I have the TV till 8 p.m. today, I didn't cut the TV on until 4 because I'm like, once I get into like what I'm needing to do, like my aunt, now that I'm getting like she's you know, Calista Currington, the funny one, the one that always jumping in and out on your live. She's really like, since my dad's been gone, like she's, cause that's his sister. So but she's like about her business. You feel what I'm saying? Like she got an Airbnb business too. Like her house is on Airbnb. Like she wants me to make a website, so I'm doing that, you know, because I got our websites going, but it's like now so much is coming. Like so, yeah.
No, real rap. That's like you own this. The thing is, when you planting seeds, you know, you got to think about what you're getting from them, and you've been planting good seeds, and they're gonna come. You know, sometimes you plant a plant, the fruit don't come up till the second year. Sometimes
Right.
it don't give seeds until the second year.
This is my second year, you know.
And that's what it's about. That's how some, like that one said it's gonna take 4 weeks for it to germinate. Most of the time, it's like 2 weeks. But it's just different things, different strokes.
I'm not in I'm not in no hurry for
Right. No.
to make money. Like my goal is to like to just be able to live comfortably every day, like daily bread. You feel what I'm saying? But my ultimate goal, you already know, but it's just like people like, oh, you need to monetize this. You need to. My goal is not that, because I know it's gonna come, like you said, from what I'm trying to do. Like my focus. You know what I'm saying? I know how to go to work and grind and get that money, man. You
Yeah,
do
I'm
too.
not money. I'm in it.
That's what I mean.
I'm in it to build the lifestyle. I'm not really about money. I'm trying to build my lifestyle to for me
Life.
doing what I'm going to do, and that's how I go. Now there is like a cheat code to that, to make a lot of money. Then you can do what you want to do. But a lot of people making a lot of money, and they not focused on where it's going to go. A lot of people do it, and then they just fall back. I'm chilling, but some people do it. They out traveling, they making their bread. So it is what it is. Like it does work, but it only gonna work. But it ain't gonna work if you don't work out. So as long as we working out, still gonna get the muscles, and these might even be like stronger, more endurance muscles because they so used to it. Oh my gosh, my son left some cookies right here. I had to cover him up.
Yeah.
He left some strawberry wafers downstairs, and I was, oh my god, they look so good right now. Oh, yo, I'm at 40. Well, no, 48 hours this morning at 6 o'clock. So
48.
48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. So we have 60. We're gonna probably just get to 72. Actually, that's really next. That's this morning at like 6 o'clock.
Do you
So
want to get back into this?
no, well, no, because we about to go. We gotta let them know where because we already did an hour on this joint.
Right.
So
Right.
definitely let them
Anything
know.
you want
Like,
to say?
yes, how you break your fast is most important. Retain your taste buds and your cells. Every element is inside us. It's up to us to balance us. We always want the fun us, the fun class, every easygoing friend. No challenges, but we need challenges and balances and discipline. Don't get addicted to foods, words, environment, drugs, or liquids.
Amen.
Because that's how this gets. In the meanwhile,
Yo. Hey yo, I've been on Instagram too. So I got my tea on here. We about to get in here and talk. So I know you about to get off of YouTube, Twitch, but tell her something before she goes, because she's about to get into speaking more about her business and getting open. And I know you know how it is when you first start. So give her the words, same words you gave me.
what, when you just starting?
Yeah, because she's starting Airbnb. What else? What else? What else are you doing?
Oh, okay.
Healthcare business and caregiving business. Like, yeah, sit with the elders and stuff like that. So that's really major for what we're about to do too, as well. And the Airbnb, because we're going to be traveling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He got
but
that face where he.
I'm also thinking like, so people be having like, so All right, so people be having like home health care, and sometimes you gotta take those people outside sometimes, right? So if she can get like contracts with companies, like turn the house into like a basically into like another little community center type time, a little chill type thing where they can come play some cards. They have a room with a big screen, and they can like maybe like 8 chairs in there so somebody can sit watch big movies, you know, tableware, stuff like that, things in the back for them to play games, and just turn it into like a big man cave, and then also have stuff for women to do. What y'all know what women like, and that way she could still get paid on like the Airbnb type time, but then she can start going to other people that got self-help businesses, or use one business to help out the other business, but or she can go to other people that got those wellness businesses and be like, yo, um let come and use my spot. You feel me? Tell your people when they gotta take people for walks and they tired of going to the mall and they tired of going to this community center, boom, boom, that they can come do it here, or you could just pay me this much. And then when just tell me when your people come in, we have it set up for them, and then boom, that's how I go. And then that's good to both of them at the same time.
I'm really trying to see what it is that she can do with the vets too.
Yeah, and that's the same thing, because like vets they be needing those things. They be needing the aids and all that, and they be needing places to go and things like that. And Philly, we got little places like that to go, but at the same time, like I said, having different places is always gonna be good, and that'll just be like a chill, them going over they homie's crib or going to something, but she basically still renting it out though.
Right, it's her. So when we come to Philly in May, and you said you already have something, we could probably like link something up further. So like I said, how I can leave that imprint there for when I'm not there.
Right, and that's something definite. Yeah, that joint can be a chill dialysis joint where they come be on dialysis, but they sitting watching a movie on a big screen.
Yep, and she telling her jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Cause huh? Yeah, cause she a comedian, so she telling her jokes. Yeah, and then entertaining them, getting them comfortable. Like while they getting stuck, prepared. She's up there entertaining them. So the process already. Then once we figure out what movie they want to watch, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like they have a choice of 2, 3 movies or something like that, or we get something that's newer that's coming out. But that way, like while they in dialysis, they chilling. They can be watching that. I don't know if you're supposed to go to sleep. That might make them go to sleep. I got to do some more research. But I'm just saying, like, just different things. Looking at alternatives for people that is living in like those places. Because just because they living in a place and they got a community center, don't mean that you always downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Yeah,
People
he was in a facility, but it wasn't accessible. We're trying to make it accessible for people that don't have everything they need. You know what I'm saying?
No, and this also goes for the nurse type times, because some nurses don't be wanting to be in people's houses, and some people are mobile like that. So she are to pick him up and take him to that place, and that's where she can feed him. You feel me? Where she can probably, if they got to get washed, he can get washed. It can be like have a nice big jacuzzi type bath in there, so if they got to get washed, they can do that. And then that's where they can handle their business at, because they might not want to be in this person's house or something like that. Or there's a whole bunch of different ways you can spin it. It depends on who they are, is how you're gonna sell it to them. But at the same time, it's not a bad thing. So it's not like you lying. It's just like everybody has their own preference, and I have a situation where I can help all these different people's preference. You just got to be careful with having different people and supervising. Might have to have a security or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, we're very careful, because loyalty is that's why it's building kingdoms, leaving dinner tables, because it is very selective of where we're going, and like it's not a facade. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not looking for people who is looking for their name on their face to say they did something. It's really gonna be a way of life. You know what I'm saying? Like this, when I wake up in the morning, my goal is to, what can I do for the community? What can I do first? What can where we going? What, you know what I'm saying? What can I do next for myself? And then after I walk out the door, where am I going with iLLzWiLLz to get things going? You know what I'm saying?
Well, Right. No, that's what it's about. And here goes like another joint for Airbnb. Like so, Philly, we got a Made in America.
You said another Airbnb?
Yeah. This for like the Airbnb type time. Like Philly has got Made in America. So I got an Airbnb in Philly. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look up the people that's going to the, it's a Facebook group. People going, they saying that they going, they coming, and just be like, and then just being all them Jones, yo, Airbnb gonna be this on Made in America night. Airbnb gonna be like that because people coming in is gonna be coming into the city. So you just start trolling all of the different festivals. Look down at your convention center. Look at when like we got a flower show coming in Philly in March. I'm gonna be at the flower show, but at the same time, if I had an Airbnb, I would be hitting up the flower show, following all of the different things that different groups and things like that that's going to this flower show, and then telling them, yo, this is what I got going on. Well, do y'all know? Because there's people that come into conventions that's just trying to, chill. Some people bringing their families. Some people working. Some people don't go to hotels. So yeah, Airbnb might have been cheaper, and they might. Oh, this okay. I like this. This is a good idea. And then once you start getting in there, you start knowing people from conventions. They be like, all right, yo, we got a convention coming up. It's called this. Here, boom. You gonna start getting to know out. So that's another way to just like try to get that Airbnb out, because it's all about. It do be a lot of people from the city, but people from the city be. I don't know. It is what it is, but I think it's best if
you know how it is.
Yeah, so you just need a different. People might try to line you up. It might be easy. They might look at it like, well, I'm paying this much, but somebody that's not from there, they gonna be like, all right. But Philly people, they gonna not try to. If they from the city, they gonna not try to follow the rules because they know. But somebody else coming in, they go like, oh, I don't know. The person might live across the street, or so it is what it is.
Yeah.
I post on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, a Meta World, and TikTok. You feel me? Oh my god.
You talking about the Meta World part?
Look, we want to get out here at 11 my time.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Let's talk about it Tuesday. It's actually your show, so yeah, you gave out some good information, to us for real though. So,
all right. So the last thing is, right, what do you think is better? And who knows, or who do know? So the difference between eating the fruit, smoothie in the fruit, or juice in the fruit.
Say okay. You said which one is bad?
I mean, no. Which one do you think is better?
Which one I think is the best? You said juicing, smoothie, and what was the first one?
Juicing, smoothie, and just eating it.
Okay, you got the question? What's your answer? She said that she thinks juicing is good, but she thinks the smoothie is better because it has a mixture of all the fruit.
Yeah, that's what I think too. I think the same way. I think for people like if you trying to lose weight type time, then eating might feel a little bit better for you. And sometimes smoothies can mess people up because they don't eat the smoothie. Like if I had a whole watermelon, half a watermelon, right? It's gonna take me like a nice little bit to eat that. But if I got a smoothie, I just break it down in the smoothie. I could eat that. I could drink that within like 2-3 minutes and be done. You know what I mean? So that's the body don't enjoy that so much. You know what I mean? So just take your time when it comes to smoothies. But it does have like
take your time when you come to smoothie.
Yeah, take your time. Like if whatever you put in a smoothie, think about how long it would take you to eat that, and that's how long.
Okay.
That's how long it should take you to get done that smoothie.
I think that's my problem when it comes to a smoothie because I'm always rushing. Like and see, like coffee is like the easiest thing for me to drink because like I don't drink like a lot of energy drinks or things like people do because I can't take too much of a I can't eat too fast. I've always been that way as a child. Like I can't eat. I would eat like a bird. Like I leave the same plate all day. Like even now, like if I go get something to eat, I'm gonna eat on it. You know what I'm saying? Like because I don't. But so I was working, and I go out there and I go out to I worked 10, 12 hours a day. But I was drinking a smoothie before I went out in the sun. And I was getting sick because I was like drinking it like water, like because I was hungry. So I would use the smoothie as my breakfast. And then I'll just hurry and drink it and then get ready to load my truck. By the time I do all that, move around, shake myself up, I'm feeling sick. So when you said take your time, that kind of, I like, yeah, now I see why.
And also, and it is good to have like that one meal and you space it out. But the other thing is like try to have a window in between. So like if you start your window at 8 o'clock and then it's 12 o'clock at night and you still eating, it can be the same platter from this morning, but your window should have been closed from like 8 to like 6 or 4 or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's another part too, is the fact that your body can it can do a better job at taking care of you if it gets the break from the food. But if it always gets food, it's like, all right, never mind, come on, we got some food, y'all. Okay, cool, we got food, that's good. All right, so let's start working on the body now. Oh, they're getting hungry again. They about to eat again. Never mind.
But you know, my biggest concern, like, think about it. I'm in a house with a pregnant woman. There's always food.
Yeah.
There's snacks. Like, I woke up today thinking there was, like, I woke up today to good news and more snacks. And I'm like, yeah, there you go. And I'm on a fast.
But that's where the sacrifice coming in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Shouts out to you. Like day 3, no alcohol. Day 3, no alcohol for me as well. Like completely. You know, I haven't drank beer in months, but like, I'm just proud of you. And how is that water tasting for you?
Oh, listen, now I got this.
You remember the first day, like, this don't taste like beer. Does that get you what you need?
Yeah, no, the first day I really just slept the whole day for real. So I slept, like I planned it out that way. So I slept the whole day the first day.
Are you sleeping through your fast? You can't do that.
Not today, I didn't. Like, yesterday I did. Last night I took the day to sleep. It was like, I got off and I was just like not being able to go to sleep. Just up, standing up, wanting to go to the store, wanting to go eat something. But then I was like, I really don't even have an appetite for anything to eat. You feel me? Like, really, like at this point, like if I wasn't fasting, I would just be downstairs making something, anything, and I'll probably make it and make a whole bowl of it, eat like 2 spoons and then go to sleep, or make it, don't even take it out the pot, just, you know, be done by the time I make it. But I'm just hungry right now, trying to get something to eat, which is what they call a ghrelin, that hunger pain thing, which you train your body on when there's hunger pain. Like if you got a dog, you can feed your dog 10 o'clock, you can feed them 2 o'clock. But after a while, 10 o'clock, 2 o'clock, they're going to start coming to you. If they get to 3 o'clock, they're going to start coming to you. But then if you stop that, change it, switch it to 12 o'clock, then that's when they're going to start coming at 12 o'clock. So that's what's happening inside of it.
But man, I thank you for coming in. It's your show. Let's talk about Tuesdays. iLLzWiLLz is in the building. We really appreciate y'all for coming in. Hey, don't forget to tune in on Sunday night. Not sure what we have planned. Are you?
No, I don't know.
No. You get on my nerves. But yo, GrndSzn, hey, your faith is only as strong as
you get on my nerves. No.
Hey, your faith is only as strong as what it survives. How strong are you? What have you made it through? When you build your house, don't forget, do not collapse under pressure. It's fasting season. It's grinding season. Don't let it pass you. Hey, y'all, iLLzWiLLz Tuesday. And that's 2 Z's. Grind season. We out.